Hello friends, very good morning to all of you, and I welcome you all of you in our these series of lectures where we have been doing certain important concepts of sociology optional syllabus from UPSC and various state PCS point of view, जहाँ पर हम सोशोलॉजी के कुछ कोर एरियाज को, कुछ बेसिक एरियाज को कवर कर रहे हैं. ये वो एरियाज हैं फ्रॉम वेयर क्वेश्चंस हैव बीन आस्क्ड repeatedly in previous year UPSC civil services examination, and we are referring these areas as our basic areas, our core areas, which are important areas you may say. And friends, in last few classes I started with those basic introductory units of our paper 1, जहाँ पे हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे अबाउट सोशोलॉजी द डिसिप्लिन. मैंने आपके साथ डिस्कस किया कि हाउ, वेयर, व्हाई एंड व्हेन this particular subject of sociology came into existence. Then I discussed with you people one important topic, that is scope of this particular subject, which is mentioned in your syllabus as scope of sociology. And after that, one important matters of debate that I took with you people, that is sociology and common sense. जहाँ पे हमने आपके साथ डिस्कस किया कि क्या सोशोलॉजी कॉमन सेंस है, to what extent sociology is detached from commonsensical perception, commonsensical knowledge, or what is the utility of common sense with regard to such social sciences like sociology. ये हमने आपके साथ डिस्कस किया. So these three subtitles, these three part they are mentioned in our unit 1 of your syllabus, and after doing that particular discussion, giving you some idea about this particular optional, this particular subject, considering कि आप में से बहुत सारे लोग इस ऑप्शनल को पहली बार पढ़ रहे हैं, इस सब्जेक्ट को पहली बार पढ़ रहे हैं. फ्रॉम यूपीएससी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, many of you have made up your mind that even after studying history, even after studying PSI or in your graduation, you decided that you will go with this particular optional. तो उस पर्सपेक्टिव से शुरू की जो कुछ क्लासेस हैं, दैट आई एम डिवोटिंग टू दीज बेसिक्स, जिससे आपको एक फैमिलियरिटी हो जाए अबाउट दिस पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट ऑफ सोशोलॉजी. नाउ योर सेकेंड यूनिट अगर आप अपना सिलेबस का टाइटल देखेंगे, दैट सेकेंड यूनिट डील्स विद वन टाइटल दैट इज सोशोलॉजी एज अ साइंस. सोशोलॉजी एज अ साइंस के अंदर बहुत सारे सब टॉपिक्स मेंशन हैं. इन लास्ट क्लास आई डिस्कस विद यू पीपल दैट व्हाट एग्जैक्टली साइंस, जहाँ पे हमने आपके साथ समझा कि साइंस रिफर्स टू ए सिस्टमैटिक मेथड, सिस्टमैटिक वे ऑफ एक्वायरिंग knowledge about anything, and what kind of the methodological tool we apply here, like observation, like experimentation, like generalization. These things we use in science, and because of that, whatever knowledge we cover, we develop in science that is universalistic in nature. High reliability is there, high verifiability is there, predictability is there. ऐसे सब्जेक्ट को हम साइंस बोलते हैं. और हमने ये भी आपके साथ डिस्कस किया कि अर्ली जो हमारे स्कॉलर थे सोशोलॉजी के, जिनको हम पॉजिटिविस्ट मेंशन कर रहे थे, दे टुक सम अटेम्प्ट, they tried to project sociology as a science, and at that time they were thinking that these natural sciences like physics, like chemistry, that biology, they have acquired high degree of respectability, high degree of acceptability. So sociology also, in order to acquire such kind of respect, such kind of acceptability, sociology should also rely on these scientific method, scientific observation, experimentation, generalizations. ऐसा अप्रोच था. बट फाइनली हमने आपके साथ कंक्लूड किया कि सोशोलॉजी में नॉट बी एबल टू एक्वायर स्टेटस ऑफ नेचुरल साइंसेस बिकॉज ऑफ द वेरी सब्जेक्ट मैटर, वेयर ह्यूमन बींग्स आर द सब्जेक्ट मैटर, एंड दे हैव काइंड ऑफ वोल्यूशन, दे हैव देयर ओन विश, दे हैव देयर ओन विल, जिसको हम जीस्ट बोल रहे थे. और नेचुरल साइंसेज में जो सब्जेक्ट मैटर है, दैट इज डिवाइड ऑफ सच जीस्ट, दैट इज डिवाइड ऑफ सच माइंड. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट हमने एक कंसेंसस डेवलप किया कि सोशोलॉजी कैन बी रिगार्डेड एज social sciences. It may not acquire status of natural sciences. After discussing that particular topic, I am coming with you with a new topic. आज की क्लास में हम एक नया टॉपिक डिस्कस करेंगे, जिसका टाइटल है फैक्ट, वैल्यू एंड ऑब्जेक्टिविटी, और यू मे कॉल इट वैल्यू न्यूट्रलिटी. तो हियर वी विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड the same debate when there are certain scholars who are trying to project sociology as a science, and they are saying that sociology, it should be value free. It should adopt a kind of orientation that is orientation of value neutrality. It should adopt a kind of orientation that will be objective orientation. So that is one set of the perspective, one set of the argument from scholars who are saying that high degree of respect or acceptability of other natural sciences is because they follow objective approach, a value free approach. Their research is not influenced by value. On the other side, we will discuss about a group of thinkers whom we will refer as idealists, phenomenologists, who will recognize value of importance of value in sociological research. So that will be our discourse on this particular topic. हम जानने की कोशिश करेंगे कि what is fact. We'll try to understand what is value. We'll try to understand the relationship between fact and value. और फिर फाइनली हम ये समझने की कोशिश करेंगे कि व्हाट इज दिस डिबेट इन कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ सोशियोलॉजी सब्जेक्ट, कि वेदर सोशियोलॉजिकल रिसर्च, सोशियोलॉजिकल स्टडीज, दे शुड बी वैल्यू फ्री और दे शुड इन्वॉल्व दीज वैल्यूज अप टू सम एक्सटेंट. दैट वी विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड फ्रेंड्स. और इस टॉपिक को बहुत बेसिक से मैं आपके साथ लेके चलूँगा, कंसिडरिंग कि आप में से बहुत सारे लोग इस चीज़ को पहली बार पढ़ रहे हैं, इस तरह की डिबेट से पहली बार एक्सपोज हो रहे हैं. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट वेरी बेसिक, फ्रॉम द वेरी बेसिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग आई विल पिक दिस टॉपिक ऑफ फैक्ट वैल्यू एंड ऑब्जेक्टिविटी और फैक्ट वैल्यू और वैल्यू न्यूट्रलिटी. सो फर्स्ट थिंग इज कि व्हाट इज फैक्ट. अगर पहली बात मैं आप लोगों से पूछूं तो फैक्ट क्या है. फैक्ट इज समथिंग. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि आप अपनी जीएस प्रिपरेशन के दौरान अपने टीचर के पास जाते हैं और बोलते हैं कि बहुत सारे फैक्ट हैं, कैसे याद किया जाए, याद नहीं हो रहे हैं. तो फैक्ट इज समथिंग विच इज देयर independent of observers. Suppose you are observer, you are observing anything. Fact is something that is there irrespective of your biasness, irrespective of your subjectivity. That is something that lies there. It is there irrespective of your subjective biasness. It is external to you. अगर simple word में मैं आपसे बोलूँ तो fact is something which is empirically existing, empirically observable, which is verifiable. Such things are known as fact. And if you ask me ki what is value, value is something which should be there, which ought to be there, or value is something that you may call as certain common standards of desirability. क्या होना चाहिए, क्या नहीं होना चाहिए, ये सही है, ये गलत है, दिस इज राइट, दिस इज रॉन्ग, दिस इज मोरल, इमोरल, प्रॉपर, इम्प्रॉपर. इस तरह के जो आइडियाज हम कैरी करते हैं while being member of society, that is known as value. So friends, as an individual, we all of us as an individual, we grow in a particular society, and each such society it has some culture, and all such culture in which we grow up, we socialize. They have some suggestions for all of us. These suggestions, these advices, that I am referring as value. So while growing up, while socializing in any society, all of us get influenced by these values, and we carry these values, we carry these standards of desirability throughout our life. So in any situation, when we are about to take any decision, while taking decisions, we are influenced by these values. कि क्या सही तरीका होगा इस चीज को करने का, what will be the proper way to perform this particular thing. So that is known as value. Value I am referring as certain common standards of desirability. And friends, when I say these common standards of desirability about right, wrong, about moral, immoral, about proper, improper, ethical, unethical, it is not constant. Fact was something that I was saying it is observable, that is existing there, it is there as it is, it is there as it is in US also. So fact में एक तरह का universality है, and because of that there was one scholar of Renaissance years, when Renaissance was going on, that scholar's name was Hume, and Hume was saying that there are two domains in our social world, जिसमें हम फैक्ट को रख सकते हैं और जिसमें वैल्यू को रख सकते हैं. तो फैक्ट इज दैट डोमेन, दैट रियम दैट डील्स विद व्हाट इज देयर. अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग, फैक्ट इज समथिंग that covers that domain which talks about what is there irrespective of what you think. And value is something that is that realm, that domain that deals with what should be there, what ought to be there. But what should be there, what ought to be there, that is not constant. इस बात को समझने की कोशिश करेगा. It changes, it varies from place to place and from time to time. Place to place से मेरा मतलब ये है कि suppose if you see Western European society or US society, the manner in which they greet each other, the manner they kiss while greeting each other, that may be very common. That may be a sense of expected pattern of behavior when a European meets another European, but that way of hugging, that way of kissing may not be desirable in context of our Indian society. So our way of greeting, their way of greeting, it may be different, and they have developed such ideas while being member of that society, while being member of that culture. So what may be desirable from Indian perspective, Indian society perspective, that may not be desirable from American perspective, their society, their culture. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, while fact was constant, value is varying. It is changing from place to place, and also it changes from time to time also. Time to time से मेरा मतलब ये है कि at one point of time, like suppose beginning of the socio-religious reform movement, sati was glorified in India. Sati was regarded as a value, and it was expected from an ideal woman that after death of your husband you should die on the burning pyre of diseased body of husband body. So that was regarded as value, but that is not value nowadays. That will be regarded as a crime. If we are glorifying, if we are thinking that it is ethical, it is right, that is illegal. So what I am saying, that while fact is constant, value is varying from place to place and time to time. So this debate between what is there and what should be there, so such kind of debate that I have mentioned here, that is the main focus area of our discourse when we are discussing fact, value and objectivity, or fact, value and value neutrality. So what should be the approach of intellectual or what should be the approach of a sociologist? So when sociology was emerging as a distinct discipline in 18th and 19th century Europe, early scholars whom we were referring as positivists, they were of the opinion that success of natural sciences like physics and chemistry is because of their success in separating these fact and value. So they have separated fact and values, and in scientific research we should keep values apart. We should keep values at a side, and such kind of the research that can only discover true knowledge. So if sociologist has to discover true knowledge about society, social interactions, social phenomena, social behavior, social processes, so they should detach themselves from such values, then only sociology as a subject will be able to acquire a high amount of respect, high success, acceptability. That was the viewpoint of sociologists, that any such true knowledge can be discovered only through scientific method, observation. And one such person, one such scholar, Durkheim, he went on to say that sociology is the study of social fact. If physics can be the study of physical facts, sociology can be study of social facts. So that was the emphasis of positivists when they were saying that in scientific research, when you are trying to discover true knowledge about any phenomena, we should not be influenced by values. Values should not mingle with the fact. Facts should not be derived from the values. So that was their argument. But as against such argument of positivists, another argument came from idealists, whom we may call it subjectivists, or non-positivists, or anti-positivists, you may say. So these are certain scholars who are saying that may be a possibility. Such kind of approach may be a possibility in natural sciences like physics, like chemistry में जिस सब्जेक्ट पे आप रिसर्च कर रहे होते हैं, एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन कर रहे होते हैं, दैट ऑब्जेक्ट इज डिवाइड ऑफ एनी माइंड, उसका कोई माइंड नहीं होता, दैट इज डिवाइड ऑफ एनी माइंड. आप उसको बार बार मिक्स कर सकते हैं HCl को H2SO4 के साथ, दैट यू कैन डू बिकॉज द काइंड ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट ऑन विच यू आर डूइंग एक्सपेरिमेंटल रिसर्च, दैट इज डिवाइड ऑफ एनी माइंड. बट सोशल रियलिटी, इन सोशल वर्ल्ड वी आर interacting with human beings and such living creatures. They have their mind. They are creative human beings, and because of that, many of their actions that may be influenced by values. For example, right now where I am giving this lecture to you people, where I am doing this recording, this place is situated in South Delhi, and from this place there is one famous mall of this area, that is Select City Walk. So suppose I made up my mind to buy something for shopping, I may go to Select City Walk, which is very close to my home, which is very close to this particular place. But many times I make up such mind, I decide कि मैं कनॉट प्लेस जाऊंगा, सेलेक्ट सिटी वॉक में मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता. तो साइंटिफिक rational analysis says that if I want to buy something, this place has these things, this marketing place, this shopping complex, यहाँ पे चीज available है, तो I should go there. But then also I am traveling 15-16 kilometer more and I am going somewhere else, and just because of what? Because of the value that I attach to shopping that I do in Connaught Place, and shopping I will not do from this particular place, even though same object that I want to buy, it is available at the same price. This place is much closer to me, less distance I have to travel. So rational mind says that I should go here, but value loaded mind says that I should go there. And when I go there, I want to buy some jacket. Price of that jacket may be 2000. A similar kind of the jacket may be of 3000 also. Both the jackets are alike. But finally I decided that I will go for 3000 jackets. So in both these conditions, in these contexts, my decisions were influenced by what? Values. So these idealists are saying such kind of the value detachment, such kind of value neutrality, such kind of objectivity, it may be possible in natural sciences where subject matter is devoid of any mind, but in social sciences, in sociological interaction, we cannot completely detach, we cannot be absolutely value free, we cannot be absolutely objective, and because of that a debate emerged in sociological research that whether our research should be value loaded or it should be value free. Then there was one scholar like Max Weber, and Max Weber, I have mentioned here that Max Weber, he is coming up with a middle path. He came up with an idea of value relevance, and he is saying that while choosing your topic of sociological research, while designing the way you will do your sociological research in these areas, you cannot detach yourself from the value. For एग्जाम्पल जब हम आपके साथ सोशोलॉजिकल थिंकर्स के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे तो हम डिस्कस करेंगे अबाउट टू प्रोमिनेंट थिंकर लाइक एमिल डर्कीम, वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट मैक्स वेबर, और इन दोनों स्कॉलर्स ने, दोनों सोशोलॉजिस्ट ने इन्होंने रिसर्च किया है द टॉपिक ऑफ रिलीजन, एंड यू विल फाइंड इंसिडेंटली दैट बोथ ऑफ देम दे केम फ्रॉम द रिलीजियस फैमिलीज. So they came from the religious family, they grew up in religious family, and because there was some influence on their personality of religion, and while choosing that topic of research, perhaps they might be influenced by these values. But Max Weber is saying that once you have taken up your research topic, that may be influenced by value, but while doing sociological research, we should try to be value free as possible. For a sociologist, as far as possible, we should be value free. So Max Weber is taking a middle path कि कुछ areas में values का relevance है, but yes, while being culture bound, our approach should be scientific while trying to discover such true sociological knowledge. So sociology में इस debate को आप constantly पाएंगे कि there are some sociologists like Emil Durkheim, they are giving emphasis on fact. But there are certain scholars like Marx. अगर मार्क्स का पूरा कार्ल मार्क्स जो कि प्रोमिनेंट क्लासिकल सोशोलॉजिस्ट की कैटेगरी में, अगर इनका पूरा वर्क देखेंगे तो विल फाइंड दैट इज वैल्यू लोडेड, वेर इज सेइंग दैट कैपिटलिस्ट सोसाइटी इज बैड बिकॉज ऑफ द काइंड ऑफ द रिलेशनशिप that exists between these capitalists and these workers who are working in these industries. A kind of exploitation is going on. So whenever you say something good or bad, right or wrong, it means you are involving your values. So people like Karl Marx, people like Parson, their work you will find it recognizes the role of value in sociological research when they are trying to develop some knowledge about these sociological problems, sociological interactions. So such kind of the debate between fact and value, you will find throughout the sociological research number of schools like functionalism, schools like conflict school of thought, schools like feminism. You will find that these are those school of thought, they recognize the role of value in sociological research. So friends, I hope that you would have developed some sort of understanding कि fact क्या है, you have developed some sort of understanding कि value क्या है, what is the debate between fact and value. And here we discuss about one Renaissance scholars Humes, जो बोल रहे हैं कि ये दो separate domain है, एक डील करता है कि व्हाट इज देयर और दूसरा डील करता है व्हाट शुड बी देयर, और दोनों मिक्स नहीं होने चाहिए. और इसी बात से गाइडेड होके अर्ली जो पॉजिटिविस्ट थे उन्होंने ये अप्रोच लाया कि सोशियोलॉजी शुड नॉट मिंगल विद द वैल्यूज, सोशियोलॉजिस्ट शुड स्टडी अबाउट सोशल फैक्ट. अगस्ट कॉम, हर्बर्ट स्पेंसर, एमिल डर्कीम, ये वो ग्रुप ऑफ पॉजिटिविस्ट हैं जो कह रहे हैं कि सोशियोलॉजिकल रिसर्च में हमें वैल्यू को इन्वॉल्व नहीं करना है, वैल्यू से डिटैच रहना है, वैल्यू न्यूट्रलिटी होनी चाहिए, ऑब्जेक्टिविटी होनी चाहिए. बट देर आर सर्टेन ग्रुप ऑफ स्कॉलर लाइक आइडियलिस्ट, एंटी पॉजिटिविस्ट, फेनोमेनोलॉजिस्ट, सब्जेक्टिविस्ट, जो ये बोल रहे हैं कि सोशल साइंसेज में वी कैन नॉट अचीव द काइंड ऑफ द वैल्यू न्यूट्रलिटी दैट यू मे अचीव इन केस ऑफ नेचुरल साइंसेज. सो वी शुड इन्वॉल्व वैल्यूज इन सोशियोलॉजिकल रिसर्च. ये आर्गुमेंट है आइडियलिस्ट का, ये आर्गुमेंट है एंटी पॉजिटिविस्ट का. और एक मिडिल पाथ देने की बात की है मैक्स वेबर ने, जिन्होंने बात की है वैल्यू रिलीवेंस की, जो बोल रहे हैं कि कुछ एरियाज में हम वैल्यू को इग्नोर नहीं कर सकते हैं. बट वंस यू हैव डिसाइडेड अबाउट योर topic of research, when you have come up with your design of research, once you have come up with the hypothesis of research, now you should be value free while conducting your research. That kind of the middle path was given by Max Weber. So friends, if such kind of the question comes in your examination, so what should be the flow of your answer? You should explain what is fact, you should give some example, you should explain what is the value, you should talk about this debate, that is a debate between fact and value, is a debate between what is there and what should be there, and how such kind of the debate was dominant when sociology was emerging as a distinct discipline in 18th and 19th century Europe. Then you should talk about this kind of debate between positivists, whom we discuss in terms of Combe, Durkheim, Herbert Spencer, and idealists, that we discuss in terms of certain scholars like Hegel, like Marx, and then you should take a final conclusion, a midway path, which was provided by Max Weber. So in this manner you should write your answer. So I hope that now you have developed an idea about this particular topic, from where you may get some short notes in your examination. So thank you friends, thank you to all of you.